Hello, women of the world. Welcome to Her Vision, Her Empire, where we celebrate the strength, ambition, and dreams of women like you who are forging their own paths in the world of entrepreneurship. Remember, it's time to build your empire, one vision at a time.
We've obviously in that time we've developed a whole ton of other products and toys and things like that we make and sell on our website, PYEGames.com, and we do a lot of business still on there, and sell a wide variety of things there. But then on TikTok, it's just that, the dragon eggs. And then a couple of weeks ago, we just released a new item, the dragon earrings, and that one has done really well. It's hard for me to have perspective. We've sold 800 pairs of these earrings, and I'm like, why aren't they doing better? I'm like, okay, wait, I need to sit back because that is very successful. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm like, okay, I need to remind myself that that's very successful still. But I'm trying to compare it to this, we're doing 800 eggs a day in sales on this other item. So I'm like, why isn't it catching on faster? But I just have to remember that, anyway, but that's been kind of my baby project. I mean, the egg was too. I have a lot of fun with marketing. I really like it. Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite part?
Oh, for sure. Like so we use our Google Analytics a lot to follow our website. And what's really, really cool is to put something out there, whether it be a TikTok video or we've run ads on Facebook before, things like that, to put that out there and watch the numbers move and watch people flock to the website. And like, it's crazy that you can do something that all of a sudden people are seeing your product. And for us, the visibility is everything, because we can tell as long as people are seeing it, they're buying it. And so it's a matter of, it's a numbers game, and it's really, really hard with a lot of these social media websites to hit those algorithms right, and to get, we'll make the same style of video 3 or 4 different times, and one of them will get 7 million views, and they're all the same. We release them at the same times. Like, it's just, we can't always predict. And so there's a lot of like just being consistent with it that's really, really important.
For sure.
Yeah. And then we've had a lot of fun this last little bit as they've opened up affiliate marketing on TikTok. We have several people who order the eggs and then they make videos about it. And we have several of them that go viral as well. And it's really fun. We just had one that went viral last week that was a new, kind of a newer affiliate. And it's just reached this entirely different audience. And people, again, are seeing it for the first time. And so sales have just gone crazy again, which I'm sure you know. I'm sure your printers are so busy. But,
that's okay.
Yes,
That's
it's good. It's good problems, right? Anyway, so we're just kind of trying to roll with the punches. And the other thing too that I find that's really fun with marketing, I really enjoy finding and watching the trends come and go, and trying to find something that I think will fit in or fill a need, and then it is successful. And it's crazy to watch that happen and realize that, okay, maybe I am in tune with kind of where things are and what the need is. Anyway, it's really interesting. It's a huge learning process. I never thought in my life that I would be a marketing professional. Like, that's not, I still don't even think of myself as that, but that is anyway. But it's just huge blessings. And I feel like so much of it, is just pure luck, which is so hard because, we feel so blessed, but it's really hard to rely, to know that it's going to last forever. So we're trying really hard to build something sustainable that continues to grow. And that's kind of our
Yeah.
a big part of our focus. So yeah.
What are your short-term and long-term goals
Yeah.
for your
So
business?
short term, we are looking at, so we're actually building, um, we have some family building a shop in here in Filer, Idaho, and we're going to be because, like I said, we have like 6 different locations, and we're going to be kind of consolidating that down. We'll still have a few of our satellite locations, and but we are going to move shipping and most of the production all into this one building, which I think is going to be amazing. They're designing it for so it'll have the electrical and all the things, and so
Yeah.
that's gonna make a big difference just as far as efficiency and things like that go. So that's kind of one of our next big steps. The other thing that's looming before us is Christmas. So that's another
Oh,
big short
yeah.
term.
That's coming right
Yeah.
up.
So I mean, like I said, we blew up that first time at the beginning of November, and it's the beginning of November now, and that's always, it's just a huge season. And so we've hired a lot of people. We're kind of preparing for a huge influx again, and we're
Yeah.
trying to keep up with the demand. And so far, we haven't been able to find the ceiling of where we can keep it in stock. So, which is
Oh,
a
wow.
fantastic problem to have. It's just
Oh,
huge
yeah.
blessing. And there have been a lot of little pop up companies that have popped up and started doing the same things. And it's I I just look at it as like, what is it? That imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. That they see that it's going well, and I hope that it's doing well for them too. And that's a big part of the 3D printing and creative world is being a community and trying to help each other succeed. But
Oh, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
so that's kind of the small short term goals. The bigger goals. So we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we have 4 sons who are going to be going on missions soon. And so it's a big goal for us to be able to fund those. And then
Yeah.
I have always wanted to serve humanitarian missions with the church once we've retired, which at this point is looking like it's going to be sooner than we thought, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's super fun. We love what we do, but yeah, we're trying to hire things up so that it frees up our time a little bit more, so that by the time
Yeah.
our kids graduate, then we have some time to be able to go out and do that kind of service and things. But at this point, it's really neat. I feel like we're getting a taste of that now. Being able to hire families and bless the community. Even our post office, they've hired more people in my small hometown. They've hired more people at the post office, and the postal workers are getting bonuses and things because we're bringing so much business, and it's just it
Oh,
feels so great to be able to bring that back home, and spread that through the community. So
yeah.
yeah, um, but yeah, our long term goal is to really hire it up so that everything runs smoothly without our presence. We still want to be a huge part of it. It's super fun, but we want to be able to have that free time to go out and not only do more networking and marketing and things, but to be able to, yeah, like go out and do service and things like that with our kids. So
Make it more
yes,
passive.
exactly.
Bring
The
passive money
passive
in
income.
so you don't have to be
Yes,
there. Yeah.
yes, and that's the hope, and doing that is such a blessing to the people around us, being able to employ people and to we had kind of a different, mindset as far as employment, also. We're very, lax when it comes to our, uh, like, schedules and things. We let people set their own schedules. We have, you know we have people who we have high school kids that come in and work after school when they can, and they just come in when they can. And our biggest philosophy there, we do have a full time crew that works like 8 to 4:30, well 7:30 to 4:30 every day, but but we have a lot of people who are part-time and they come in. I have a lot of health issues and have struggled with jobs in the past where, is an early morning job, which is the time of day when I'm very sick. And so I want to provide people who have that same any sort of limitation on their employment. I want to provide people with the opportunity to be able to still hold a full-time job and work when they can. Just because they can't work at 8 o'clock in the morning does not mean that they can't be an extremely productive employee and do a lot for us. And I feel like we try to be really flexible and help people. One of our employees is pregnant, and um, we are working on setting up her home to be another printer location, and so that she can continue to work from home. And we try to be flexible because we have seen what it's like when it's not flexible. Like I say, I had those health
Yeah.
issues, but my husband also worked from 4 a.m. to noon every day and had those strict, hours. And it's hard. It's really, really hard,
Yeah.
especially as you're raising a family and you want to
Mhm.
be a part of their different activities and things. You want to be there for them. And so
Yeah.
I firmly believe that there's a better way um, to run a business. That it doesn't need to rely solely on the 9 to 5. And I feel like COVID has kind of opened the
Yeah.
door that way a little bit. But
Mhm.
that's something I'm really passionate about. But we do 9 to 5 works fantastic for most people, and so we do have a big crew that comes during that time. Um, but we
Yeah.
also have a lot of people that come at different times, come one day a week. They work 2 hours a week. And there's not a lot of companies that'll hire somebody for 2 hours a week, but we try to
Yeah.
help where we can anyway. And we we need all the help we can get. So it's great. We appreciate it,
Yeah.
whatever time they come. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Um, that's incredible, all of your, giving and service to all of the families
Well,
that you
thank
are,
you.
that you hire and work with, and, it's a blessing for us because I am one of them. So
Yes, and we love
so
it.
thank you so
Well, it's
much.
really neat. It's like that
Yeah.
symbiotic relationship. We see when we hire people and treat them the way we would want to be treated, then they take such pride in their work, and we see a lot of. I mean, all of our employees are just phenomenal. We have different, and it's really fun to see all of their different strengths and things. We hire a lot of family and friends, and it's really neat to see them shine in their different areas. And we're a new business, and so we're still kind of trying to find everybody's different niches, but we see where they shine, and we try to plug them in there. And there's a couple ladies that work with us that are older who have their backs aren't very good, and so we let them sit for their shifts. And then we have younger kids, and we let them run around and carry all the big boxes. It's we try to keep things. We
Yeah.
try to kind of anyway, and it works really well. But it really is so much of like um, a community effort, and it's like if we're building up our team, then they're building us up at the same time. It's not a hierarchy in that way. And we follow Simon Sinek and a lot of his. I don't know if you're familiar with his business um, perspectives and things. He has some really neat ideas that kind of go along those lines of humanizing the work environment and making it a place where people feel comfortable to come and be. And that's what we aim for. That we aim for having it be a benefit to the whole community. So we're looking out for the needs of our employees and of our customers, and it's a big balancing act. Oh, and also, did I mention that this has been all brand new for us? We're learning as we go.
Yeah.
It's very much trial by
Yeah.
fire, and we've made some like huge mistakes. And that's but the thing is that we get back up and we keep trying. We've been shut down in different areas before, and we've had to learn how to get around that. And anyway, there's a lot of learning involved, and you have to be willing to fail. We fail just every day.
Yeah.
but that's, you can't succeed without, being willing to fail sometimes too. So anyway,
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes and then you make those mistakes a strength.
exactly.
And
Yes. And
yeah.
that's one of the things, you hear about. The Lord will make our weaknesses into strengths. And for me, I'm trying to use my illness as a way for me to understand better what it's like to be that employee that struggles with illness and things, or struggles with anything. We have people who are taking care of elderly family members that have to run out and leave sometimes, and we have zero penalties for any of that, any kind of family
Yeah.
things that people have. We have people who have their grandkids are in ball games and they leave for those. We have no penalties for people missing work for different things like that. And that's something that I wish that I had, you know for the last 35 years.
Yeah.
You got to be that person that
Mm-hmm.
you needed, right?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah,
It's a great perspective to
oh,
have for
thanks.
sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're big on yeah, trying to look at things from a new perspective, and that makes a big difference. I feel like, because we could go in and see what all the other 3D printers are doing. We don't do that. We go and we see what they're doing. We're like,
Yeah.
that's great. We come up with stuff out of the blue. We want to be different, and um, I feel like that helps a lot and has helped us to grow, because we tend to be kind of trailblazers. I mean, when we first started, there the United States had not had anyone on the TikTok platform, the TikTok shop platform. There was nobody to go to. There was nobody to talk to. Like, how did you get through this? We've just had to like trailblaze the whole way. And so it's been,
Yeah.
I mean, I could just tell so many stories of us failing and running into roadblocks and just doing things that were like, whoops,
Oh.
for the whole world to see, but we be real
Yeah.
about it. We own those mistakes and we tell
Right.
everybody. And anyway,
Yeah, be
yes,
transparent and everything.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
that's another thing that,
Yeah.
speaking of, marketing, that's actually an interesting trend that they're finding. I learned another tidbit from Simon Sinek, that companies are hiring people who will go in and make a video on their phone, a TikTok video that looks authentic. Because that's what people want to see, is authenticity. And so we don't hire people
Yeah.
to do that. We just do it. We're like, we're
Yeah.
just authentic. We just don't know how to do this professionally. So we just do it the way we know on our phones. And it works. It connects
Yeah.
with people. They see us and they see themselves in us.
Yeah. It's more relatable and um it, they see that you're human, that you're not, just picture perfect all the time or anything. So you've just listened to an episode of Her Vision, Her Empire. We upload a video every single week, so don't forget to hit subscribe or follow to not miss out on future content. If you'd like to support our podcast, we would absolutely love it if you left a review or shared it with someone you know that would benefit from this content. Links to our socials are found below in the show notes, and thanks again for listening. Until next time.